they'll actually sort of double up. So what I'm going to do, you'll see I've just added a table here, and I'm going to click on my table and choose Set Table Properties. So to my knowledge, at least what I've seen from, from the email that I've received is you're setting that width to 600 pixels, and you're selecting that background image. And I'm not sure I'll have your background here, but I'll just choose an image at random.
Yeah, I see it on my Outlook, but it's just certain, the newer version doesn't.
I'm going to choose the U.S. flag, which is fine. So this is going to be my background image. I can also choose a background color, so it's almost like a backup. So I would choose perhaps like this blue is quite close to that, to the image, the sort of flourish image that you have. So choose an image and a color. If this image is unable to display in that mail program, at least we'll get that color behind it, so that one, it's going to be more readable, and then two, again, you've got more of a level of consistency. And if I click OK to that.
Okay, good. That helps.
Again, initially it just shows me the flag because I can view the flag background, but if somebody's checking that email and they have an older email program or they have settings that prevent that background image, that color, that blue color, will show up instead. And so that way, again, very consistent, either one or the other.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So yeah, just make that one change. You can go to your existing template, just right-click Set Table Properties, leave that background image as is, and then add on a background color as well.
Okay. And make sure this is 600 pixels. Okay, the width. Okay. Okay, oh, that should help.
So what other questions can I help with?
Okay, that was it. Okay, we have got a question for you. We may be interested in adding a video spokesmodel or a video face.
Excellent.
To our website.
Mm-hmm.
How do we go about doing that?
It's actually quite simple, and you can do it using the editor tool. So obviously I'm here under Marketing Templates. We can also do this from a web page. But you have, next to the Image Manager, you have a Flash Manager and a Media Manager. So depending on what type of file format it is, obviously a Flash format is like a .swf, so that's handled slightly differently. But if it's any type of video file, like a Windows media format or something like that, I'll go to my Media Manager. It looks almost exactly like the Image Manager.
Okay.
To upload my file, and you'll see here when I upload, this is where sort of the parameters are. So it does need to be 100 megabytes or less. That is actually incredibly large. So for instance, I recorded a 90-minute video the other day that was about 40 meg. So, from a, unless it's just out, really huge quality, like HD quality, and it's an hour and a half long, you're going to be in good shape with that size.
Okay.
The file extensions, we've got lots of Windows Media, AVI, WAV files, MPEG, so all of these file formats are allowed.
Okay.
And I'll basically just browse and just upload my video. And let me actually go in. I think we've got some here. And then once you have a video, so I've got like a Windows Media file and a navigation file here, you'll simply choose it. When you choose that file, here on the right, you have some different parameters or properties that you can set. So how big do we want the video? If it's standard, maybe we uploaded it as 150 by 150, but we want it to be bigger. You can change the width and the height. You can also change different types of where's it going to align. Is it going to align at the top, left, right? This falls into place if you're wrapping text around the video, so if it's kind of inset on a page. Of course, if it's there just by itself, baseline is usually the standard. And then we can also set a number of other properties. There's a lot here. The couple that I tend to focus on first is whether or not you want to enable a menu. So for example, or controls I should say, so do you want members to be able to pause, rewind, fast forward? And then also things like, I think there's a loop option here as well. It lets you set volume, standard volume settings, whether you want it to auto start or whether you want people to start it. There's lots of properties here you can choose. And then you can preview it here if you want, or you can just insert it on the page. So if I insert this on whatever page, you'll see I elected to have controls, I elected to have it auto start, and there's my little pool ball going across the table. And it's as simple as that. The flash files, the biggest difference between them, there are less properties. So you don't have, it's not a video, so you don't have this menu here where you can start, stop. It's more of like a flash, sort of like a slideshow or intro kind of video. So just depending on the format, there could be some different properties, but it's really the same process for both. And you can insert video onto one, multiple pages. You can have multiple video files per page. We have one club out in California, and they have a huge video archive, most of them historical videos that they converted. And so they have a page with all the historical videos stacked up, and you can kind of choose which one to play.
Can you give me that website so we could visit that? Do you mind?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I'll send you an email with the link. It's Sequoia Country Club is the name of them.
Perfect. So we can take a peek at that. So what we're looking to do is just say we want to take a video of Juanita talking about the renovations of the new club. So what we would do is we take the video of her, we'd upload it, use the editor tool in a media manager for 100 megabytes or less, and then we could put it at auto start. So when the member goes to the web page, automatically it comes on, but they have the ability to turn it off if they choose.
That's exactly right.
Is that correct?
That's exactly right. And you know what, while we're here, I'll actually show you two websites that I can think of just right off the cuff that I know are using video.
Okay.
One of them is Sequoia. I think it's sequoiacc.com. Yep, okay. And when we go to this website, I think it is under, let it load since my little demo system's a little slow here. I think it's under the, no, I think it's under club history. And when you go into the club history, they've got different articles, but they've also got a section for historic videos. And unfortunately, I don't have a Windows Media Player on this computer, and that's why I can't view it. So you'll see the little note there. Unfortunately, this demo server just doesn't have one. Let me see. The other one doesn't require Windows Media. It is.
But they've got that set up to where you actually have to link into the video. It doesn't auto start, correct?
They have it so that it comes up sort of as an image, and then you press play to start it.
Right. Okay.
Same thing for this particular club. I believe it's under. No, let me try to think where it is. It must be here. All full videos. They've actually created child pages for each of their videos, and it talks you through how to approach hole number 1 on their course. So it's literally like a tip from the pro.
Okay, now why does it have YouTube on there?
It's also posted on YouTube as well.
I gotcha. Okay.
That's why it's got that branding. But yeah, so there's lots of examples, and they'll continue to sort of add to this library.
Excellent.
Real easy to insert.
That's exactly what we're looking for, and that sounds pretty easy to take care of.
Please, it's a simple process. You know, the hardest part is just getting the video file, and then once you do, it's just upload and place it on the page. And then you can continue to sort of change those properties if you want to sort of try out some things. That's fine.
And we do that through the web page, correct? Through the, right there. Okay, gotcha.
Custom web you want to insert the video onto. That's exactly right.
Okay, so we go to custom web page and then insert to the page that we choose. Gotcha. Okay.
Great. Well, any other questions before I kind of close up the call? Was today helpful, I hope?
Extremely helpful. Can you think of anything
No,
else?
that was good.
No, that should really help rectify some of the issues we're having.
Question
I think it's just the size, the pixel size, where we were off a bit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, size, especially with just all the different kinds of computers and smartphones that there are. You know, 600 pixels doesn't look that wide, but on some of those computers, it's the full width of the screen. So we want to something that's easy for them to see.
Sure, that's great.
Okay, great.
Very helpful, Sandy.
Glad to hear it. I'm happy